Okay guys, this is my iZenTzu, Orgonart, iGrow Ginger, Turmeric Galangal update video on the 29th of June 2018. I developed this technique, right? And I'm going to explain that. Why I'm saying that to you, I'm going to explain that really carefully in this video. This is container turmeric that I've grown for, I don't know, maybe 6 to 8 months. That's the container. Okay, is that clear? And that was because I created this technique. Well, I created this technique from observing nature. And so nature created the technique, communicating with me, showing me, beginning in 2011. And I've seen videos on YouTube of a group of idiots just wanting to promote their own channel, claiming that I'll show you how to grow turmeric or ginger, but basically the rhizomes, and they use my technique. And I have a video, although I started in 2011, I have a video from 2013. No one was doing this, not Indian farmers, not Asian, not people in Europe, no one on YouTube. I was doing it because I wanted to show people from the plants themselves, because I love these. I just love growing turmeric, ginger, galangal. And so what happened was I got from the Asian store, because there was no organic turmeric, corms, rhizomes in the stores in Europe in 2011, 2013. So these are from the Asian store now in 2018. And I saw that they were sprouting. I was already sprouting ginger because the ginger was sprouting when I bought it. So I began to use this technique of putting it in a plastic container, soaking it a bit to give them nourishment of the water and increase the hydration in the rhizome. And then putting them, I did lots of experiments. Here is in a Chinese bowl, and then I put a plastic bag around it, or in plastic containers, or a plastic bag, and I just did every which way to encourage the ginger or the turmeric or the galangal to sprout. Now this is unusual in the sense of this I got yesterday on the 28th of June 2018. This is galangal, and they're now allowing it to sprout. I think the problem is Europe and America with imports. They have some kind of rule that the root has to be like dormant or something, I don't know, it's not to be sprouting, so they would always be cutting off. This is the most magnificent part, and this is what you want. If you want to grow galangal, turmeric or ginger, but not only grow, if you want to use the root, you want to know it's sprouting, because this is an evidence of life. This is the strength of the root, of course, of sprouting. That's what they're designed to do. Now very quickly, okay, so I developed first the technique for ginger, and in the next video I'm going to explain to you the complexity of it, because I've now seen people copying what I'm doing but claiming that it's there, oh, we can show you what we do and all this. Well, that would be like if I took Masanobu Fukuoka techniques and said, well, I'm originator of this, or I took permaculture, right? In 2018, I would take permaculture techniques and say, well, you know what, I've created these techniques. So people who do that, they're complete fake, and they're only deceiving themselves, they're only lying to themselves. But what they do is they steal other people's creativity and then they use it to promote their ego. And the reason why I call them idiots is because it is not as simple as they try to claim. Yeah, for sure, I show you what works, but I can tell you guys it doesn't always work. And so if you get an individual who watches the videos and they say, I'd love to do that, and it doesn't work, here's an example of it not working, they would say, oh well, I can't do it. They might be deterred. And so in the next video I'm going to show you the complexities of being able to do this, right? Look at the size of the container. And I can do that because I love these plants. I mean, I just have to have them growing in the garden or indoors. I've just got a window full of them. And at first I never achieved this. This is spectacular. And I will leave them growing. I mean, can you imagine indoors at a window, right, in a container? And I don't know, they're almost as tall as I am. Probably come up to my shoulder. And how do you achieve this? Well, it took from 2011, right? 2011 to 2018. This began in 2017. It takes relationship, it takes learning, it takes sensitivity, it takes observing, paying attention. And so I'm going to explain the complexities of this, because it's far more complex than just saying, oh yeah, you just stick them in water. That was never what I was saying. But the reason I created this, and it does work and it's the best thing, it doesn't matter if you're a farmer or what. I mean, I saw videos when I was doing this, they were just taking the dry corm, the dry rhizomes, sticking them in the ground, and they just say, yeah, just stick it in the ground. Well, you know what? If there is sprouting inhibitor on those roots, they're not going to sprout. There's a whole load of reasons why just sticking them in the ground often doesn't work. And I've done that, I did that experiment because this worked really well for me, and I did the other experiment, and putting a dry corm into a container or into the garden generally does not work. And the reason I developed this is because the plant showed it to me. So even I'm not taking credit. The galangal, the ginger and the turmeric, they showed me, they taught me. Nature is my teacher.